it's Maggie Lockwood, and welcome to Pharmacy Technology and Management Review's Direct Access video series. Today we talk with Joshua Porter, VP of Sales and Marketing at SoftWriters, about the 2024 FrameworkLTC Customer Conference, October 8th to 10th at the Aria Resort in Las Vegas. This is the third in this series previewing the conference. We have touched upon keynote speakers and the advantages to attending the conference. Today, Joshua hits upon the importance of the network effect, both from customers interacting with each other and with the record number of vendor partners who will be attending the conference. The goal of the conference is to create a premier experience in long-term care pharmacy technology. So after the 3 days, the hope is attendees will return to their pharmacies with some good takeaways to actually implement in their pharmacies, but also a broader understanding of the trends in long-term care pharmacy and the healthcare ecosystem that long-term care pharmacy is a part of. So I hope you enjoy this episode. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to Pharmacy Technology and Management Review at ptmrreview.com. It's the best way to support us in our effort to bring the latest in pharmacy technology to you. Hi, it's Maggie Lockwood.
Joshua Porter, VP of Sales, correct? At
VP of Sales and Marketing at SoftWriters. I've been here just about 3 years. I think next month it'll be 3 years. This was my first experience with long-term care pharmacy. I'd spent my majority of my adult life and career in software sales within healthcare, but mostly ambulatory and hospitals. So it's been a great experience over the last 3 years, getting to know our customer base and the industry, and what's important to our customers.
What have you found for you coming new to the space? What was the customer conference like for you the first two you attended?
Well, it was interesting. The first conference that we held post-pandemic was about a year after I had joined the organization. And so I at least had a chance to get my feet wet before that event. But also it had been several years since I've been part of planning one of these. And it's obviously a huge undertaking. And for us, it had been 3 years because COVID had wiped out 2020 and 2021. So in 22, when we went to Aria, it was a little bit of didn't know what to expect, but it was very well attended. Last year, we went to Boston, had a great venue, had record vendor and attendees, and looks like we're going to break that again this year when we go back to Aria. I think it's just a great opportunity for our customers to connect with peers that they have in the organization. And, we try to be very thoughtful about the theme of our event and the content that we build around that. If you've been in healthcare long enough, you've gone to enough of these conferences, and the ones that I think really kind of hit the mark are when you come up with kind of the biggest things that your customers or the industry, those challenges they're trying to solve. And then you really are thoughtful about the presentations that you put in front of your customer base. If they're going to spend money and take themselves out of their business for 2 to 3 days to come to Las Vegas, they want to get something from it. And I think they'll definitely have that this year. We've got a great lineup of speakers. As I said, we've got record number of vendors that are going to be there. We kind of want to be the marketplace in this industry. We have deep integrations with, literally hundreds of great partners. And, we'll be able to showcase some of those partnerships that we have in the industry at our event.
So that's the theme is accelerating innovation. And so how do you feel the vendors who are attending support that theme for
your
vision and like SoftWriters' vision for the industry like you're talking about?
Yeah, we have connections with a lot of different types of companies that serve this space, everything from automation that's, living in the pharmacy to delivery companies, and how, these meds are actually making it last mile into the hands of patients, to companies that, provide cybersecurity and hosting. And I think that, the innovation that we're trying to show is that our platform is evolving, and the integrations that we've had in the market for a long period of time are evolving. We're coming up with some new API integrations that specifically on the delivery side, that is, making the capture of that delivery information easier for our clients. And we're trying to broaden our scope there, because they don't all use the same delivery solution or the same company to do those deliveries. And then other things, within our core platform that can be improved based on an integration with another piece of technology that the pharmacy uses. So that's really what we're trying to showcase. And, accelerated innovation is our theme for our entire year, not just this user conference.
Yes, that's true. You're right.
So there'll be some conversations at our conference, and some really meaty topics about what role artificial intelligence and generative AI is going to play in our platform and the industry, how business intelligence and the tools that we have and are developing can help pharmacies, better understand their business and make the decisions for their growth that are important to them. And then, we're going to showcase, some of the best partners that we have in the market, like BD and Point Click Care, that service, a large swath of our pharmacies. And we all have, similar goals, is trying to help our clients run their businesses efficiently and cost effectively as possible.
The conference is really good about, like you're saying, key vendor partners like BD or Point Click Care presenting newest integrations or features. And then the exhibit hall gives customers time to go and get their questions answered or see a demo. And I think that's a nice way to get the most out of the conference for your customers too.
Sure. And this is, again, we're trying to be really the preeminent conference for long-term care in the industry. And, we obviously have a deep customer base. But, to your point, when you go into the exhibit hall, we're very intentional. We try not to make this a SoftWriters infomercial. But we also do want to provide opportunities to our customers to see what else is in the market, and then also what else does SoftWriters have to offer. So we started this last year. We're kind of an anchor booth in the middle of our exhibit hall, and the rest of the exhibitors, kind of surround that. But that's an opportunity for customers to go in and see additional products that we offer that they might not have taken advantage of up to this point, to see kind of what's new and coming from a software side. And then we also have an entire section of our conference dedicated to what we consider training labs, where customers can sign up and meet with either the technical account manager who services them, or some of our subject matter experts, and get additional training on products that they already have. So if they're a user of our document management tool ECM and they have questions about workflows, they can pre-schedule those times, and those sessions are free. They can basically go in and get free training, which is a huge value add for them. We see a pretty decent mix in the participation from our pharmacies as far as who comes to this event. And we try to tailor our content to be able to give everybody a little bit of something that they can take away. So even, down to a pharmacy tech and end user of our product, to the C-suite that might be, more concerned about, a little bit meatier topics like, cybersecurity and where's the industry going from a legislative standpoint. But then we also want to provide specific content to the people that are using our software every day, and something that they can take back to do their jobs a little bit better.
Right. There's something for everyone. It's not just big picture, nor is it just nuts and bolts, which I think also then is a value add, like we were talking about for the exhibitors and vendor partners, because they're going to have a range of customers to talk to as well, as far as executives versus maybe like you're saying, techs who are interested in bringing back some ideas to the pharmacy that might help make their jobs easier.
Well, and our vendor partners, obviously, there's a lot of different sizes of trade shows in the healthcare space, and the nice part about our event is everybody who's there obviously is part of a long-term care pharmacy, because they're all customers of ours, but we have the ability to really drive traffic into the exhibit hall. So we have, I think, 2 receptions in there. I think 3 or 4 meals are held in the exhibit hall. So there's a lot of traffic, not just in where vendors can walk through and or people can walk through the hall when they have a chance. We're actually driving people in there to try to not only have conversations with each other, but also the people that are serving their industry.
Right. And I think that's a value add to the conference as well, is that the conversations that happen offline, so to speak, those casual conversations when people bump into each other in the exhibit hall and are able to say, oh, I was just learning about this in the lab, and this was really helpful. I think that peer-to-peer experience is enhanced when they have that time together. But I want to also ask you about we talked briefly, you mentioned briefly the speakers. Is there 1 or 2 speakers you're?
Yeah, so we've got 2 fantastic keynotes. Our conference begins on Tuesday night, October 8th at Aria in Las Vegas. We have an opening reception, and then we have a full day of content on Wednesday the 9th and Thursday the 10th. And again, it's a little bit about really driving that theme of accelerating innovation. So Jason Dorsey is our keynote on day 1 of the full conference on Wednesday the 9th. And Jason's done and if you Google him, you'll see he's a tremendous speaker. I think it's going to be a fantastic way to kick off our conference, but he's done a lot of research about basically generations and how different generations operate. And I think it's timely I think it'll be a very timely discussion for, the people within our industry, because one of the consistent themes that we've heard is we have to accelerate innovation. We have to make things, to create operational efficiencies, because it's so difficult to keep staff. And that's not just at the pharmacy level, that goes all the way down to the facilities that they're servicing. And I think Jason's message will be very interesting about, what's important to different generations, and how does it affect, the way they show up in the business world or in healthcare. So I think that'll be a great start to day 1. And then on the second day, we have Rachel Wilson, who is a renowned cybersecurity expert, has done some great work at the federal level. And her presentation is really, I think it's going to be really well attended. And I think that's just because of some of the things that you've seen from a cybersecurity standpoint that have affected our industry this year, and then globally, like the CrowdStrike disaster that happened a month ago.
I mean, that is kind of crazy, right? I mean, that happens.
Well, yeah, and I was stuck in New York for 2 days because.
Oh, were you? That's too bad.
No, I know all too well how bad that was. But these are also things, where we've asked our customers what's most important to them. What do they want to know? And I think Rachel's perspective, because she's been involved in this in the federal government and other stops along the tour, is how unique protecting your organization from a cybersecurity standpoint can be.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have, right after that, we're trying to do a lot of panels this year, as opposed to one person, going through 25 slides. So we've got a cybersecurity panel after Rachel talks, and Rachel's actually going to join that as well. with
Great.
a couple of other people from the industry, a couple of SoftWriter staff who have worked very closely, around the security within our product. So I think it'll be a very, very topical conversation, and should be a great lead into day 2 of content for us. So.
Yeah, and panels are great because you get to hear a number of the various perspectives on a
Yeah.
topic that's really
Well,
informative.
and we try when we're bringing a topic to the table, whether it's what we're doing with business intelligence or something maybe different around reimbursement or different workflows within the pharmacy. What we try to do is get a subject matter expert, whether that person is on our staff or works for another company that services the market. And then what we tried to do with our agenda is bring in some customers of ours who we know are doing it well, who are doing it from a best practice perspective, and they're comfortable sharing that message with the rest of our customer base, and maybe give them something to think about as far as maybe a different way they can operate and make their pharmacy more efficient.
Yeah, which is the goal of a customer conference. That's
There you go.
main point. So, well, I think we covered all the questions. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, or?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Maggie. We're about not that we won't take anybody else, but from an exhibitor standpoint, we're pretty close to full.
Okay.
We got a couple spots left, so if we could get them, that'd be great. Typically what happens is our customers tend to sign up late for this, but we're already expecting well over 300 attendees from our customer base, which is, again, would set a record. So
That's exciting.
yeah, we are excited about it. So
That's great. All right. Well, thank you for doing this today. I'm excited for the conference.
Thanks, Maggie. I appreciate your time. Thanks for everything you do to support us. Appreciate it.
Of course.